Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television, and I'm here with Yvonne McNary and two special guests that we have.
Yes.
We have Ernie Brown, also known as the Turtle Man.
Live action from Marion County, Kentucky.
That's right. And Neil James, who the Turtle Man knows as the Banjo Man.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's right.
And you make beautiful music together, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
He just
He
plays.
makes a big splash. Sometimes mine's more string oriented. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys really get around.
Did we get around?
Where were you guys today?
We was at Frankfort, state capital of Kentucky, right on the Senate floor. Is that right, Neil?
You got recognized on both the House and the Senate floor. You sure did.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're doing a good job,
Congratulations.
being a good guy.
Yeah.
He even gave me 2 pens here. I don't know if you can see them on tape or not. And some very important men gave me these. At least they told me they was. I can't remember their names, but they said
They let you know.
they let me know. Okay, yeah, thank
Those
you.
pens say the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
That's what it says. Yes.
And they don't give those to everybody.
Nope, they sure don't.
I don't have one. So.
Okay.
But you are a colonel,
Maybe
both
he's
of you,
got, I
right?
did get my colonel today.
All
I
right.
Sure did.
Yeah.
They're both Kentucky
He is
colonels.
now Colonel James Banjo Man.
All right.
That's right.
I got mine.
Turtle Man. And,
Yeah, I'm a Kentucky Colonel too. They gave me that back in I think it was like March or April last year. April, wasn't it, Neil?
And does it say Turtle Man on the certificate?
I didn't look. It just said Ernie Brown Jr. I think it does got Turtle Man.
Yeah.
I think it really does.
That's great. That's
Ernie
great.
Turtle Man Brown. I think it does got that on there. They said it at the Senate today too on the floor.
Yeah, they
Ernie Turtle Man Brown Jr. That's what they
Okay.
said. I said, wow, they got my name right. Yeah, woo! Live action.
Yeah.
I'll bet that was exciting.
It was, yeah. And, not only that, after we got that floor done, we went down to another floor, and there was more people in that one than it was the other one.
Wow. How many people do you think you met today?
Oh my gosh, that's what, 2,000 probably?
I think more
1,000?
like 1,500.
1,500? Yeah, somewhere right now. That's a bunch.
A lot of people.
All week, from last week till today, I met 13,000. I lost count at Frankfort today. Yeah,
Wow.
I lost count.
Well, you know, today, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. But you also, last year, became the Marion County Citizen of the Year.
Yes,
at the
I
Marion
did.
County Chamber Banquet. Congratulations on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
too.
Got that last Friday. Last Friday. Yes, I did.
night, yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
was it Thursday
congratulations.
night?
Yes,
Yes, sure was.
congratulations.
I was shocked over there. I thought Charlie Lancaster was going to come out because he dressed up like me on Halloween. And he come running out. I said, somebody's going to be me. I already done know this. And they said, oh, that's you, Turtle Man. That's you. And I got
Are you?
Yeah, that's me then. Well, okay. I thought they was playing a trick on me.
Yeah.
That's congratulations. That's
Yeah,
great.
it was big up there. They like me up there too. I mean, they.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
they.
yeah.
Got some live action.
Live action. I hope I can do it again. And we got so much going on. Of course, Animal Planet's helped out. We got along with our crew and everything, and it's just been big. We're working on part 2, getting the season started. We've got some debation going on, so
Seeing how things are
keep
going.
your fingers crossed out there, guys. Keep your fingers crossed.
Now, yeah, debation.
Tell us a little bit about that studio there at Animal Planet. You were telling us as you walked in the front
Oh,
door.
yeah.
What do we see?
You walk through the front door in New York at the base of Animal Planet, the production studio, bam! It's all by hand. Turtle Man right on the front door. Woo! Scared me when I went in. Whoa!
Who's that?
Yeah, I thought it scared away some scarecrows or something. That's so spooky. Live action.
Cool.
And when you go through the door, it's a big hallway. Just all first you can see is Turtle Man, Turtle Man, Turtle Man. Right next to me, it's got Jeremy Wade. Now this is a river monster. And then it's over here, it says, Crocky, get you a gator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty
Well,
cool.
it's Steve Irwin. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm right up there with Steve
Yes,
Irwin
exactly. That's great.
and the other guy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, 2011 was quite a year for you.
Yeah, it was a big year. Yes, it was. Hard work. We worked 16 hours sometimes, and we like to froze to death in the last episode when we had to catch the poacher. It was like, man, it was on the 19th. I had to get out in the water and for 3 or 4 hours, and I had to have my parachute on, my superhero parachute. And even with that on, oh my God, it was still like the froze. I mean, it was so cold. My cameraman,
I noticed that
Warm at my house.
at your house. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the cameraman said, I'm not getting back in the pond. He wouldn't even get back in there.
Really?
And he's been through a lot with me. Craig has been through a lot. He said, I'm not getting back out there. He had enough.
Yeah.
Now tell us about that episode. What were you doing?
Catching poachers, and I had to save the turtles because we didn't know what night the poachers would come back. Either we was going to catch a poacher or save 3 turtles, but the poachers done got 1 turtle out there, but I saved 2, and 1 was injured. Had to pull the hook out of his eye, and I had to doctor him back up, but he's still living today.
Well, good.
Yeah,
That's
right.
great.
He's in a pond, and I named him Pokey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now tell us how all this came about for you.
Oh, shoot. Well, let's see. I don't know where to start.
At the beginning.
Let's start up at the station when we
Right.
interviewed you last.
Yeah,
You were up
when-
with us at the station.
At that time, you were already a big YouTube sensation.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
big
were on
YouTube sensation. I was still crawling with the other people. I had to let them go because I didn't make but $700 in 5 years, and I said, this ain't happening, you know. And so I went back and said, well, I'll just start all over by myself. I interfered with their lives, so I said, I got to do it on my own. So I went up took a trip. Me and Neil was doing birthday parties, and
That was fun.
well, I would go out and pick up cans to get to my next show, and picked up aluminum cans and worked on the farms and keep saving my money till I said, all right, Neil, we got a birthday money here. We got to do a birthday. I got the money. Let's go. When we go down there to the birthday party and get famous. And then I was doing a show at Point Pleasant at the Mothman Festival up in West Virginia at the Point Pleasant Mothman Festival. And I was down there on stage, and I had got my 40-pound snapper band with Rodney and them. He's helping us on the website now. Called a Wild Man. He's running that.com. And we was up there, and I yelled out, yeah, like it. And they saw me down there on stage, and they come running down there and said, we've been looking for you everywhere. I said, what's going on? They said, we need a show with you. And it was Animal Planet doing a ghost busting theory at the Lowe's Inn Hotel. They always see ghosts there. It's the most haunted hotel there is. And they see the Mothman there and ghost. And actually, they had a ghost sighting that day. The girls are in there getting ready, and this little girl rode through there on a bike. We was all looking at it, you know, sitting there talking to the Animal Planet and all. They was filming it, and then this little girl went through the wall, man. Everybody hit the street, baby. It was live action right there. I'm serious. Yeah, everybody was like, oh my God! Yeah. And they actually got that on film. The Animal Planet did. They actually showed it, I think. And I think they actually got some radioactive vibes or orbs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They ask you a specific question.
Yeah, 3 days later, we had our show. I said, call me.
Get the squirrel, get me with the ghost thing every time.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of creepy about that. I don't like talking about it.
He creeped out over
I
here.
know, you know.
You're creeping him out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
Good for
got a
that
call
team.
from not Animal.
3 days later.
Sharp Entertainment called because somebody had seen him at Point Pleasant at the Mothman Festival.
Yeah.
And it went from there.
Yeah, and he called me I was over at on the Gallipoli side at Walmart, sitting in the car, and getting ready to leave, head back home, get my stuff loaded up, needed some equipment. And Neil called me right then. He said, be here now. You got to be here tomorrow, November the 11th. I said, on the way. So went up there, had my thing. November the 11th, 2010, I guess it was. Yeah. We had our contract signed.
Wow.
So the wheels of TV, especially reality TV, move slow too.
Move very slow, huh?
So you signed that in November of 2010, and you actually started taping your episodes.
Yeah, January the 24th. That's when we started filming. We had to have it done by October the 30th. Whew, man, that was a lot of work. I mean, long hours. I mean, we had to bust our chops to get to this, to this, to this. We had 12 episodes to do. And we actually did 16, but they canceled 4 of them for some reason. I don't know what for. But anyway, we worked hard, but I told everybody, I said, it's going to be big now, I'm telling you, once you advertise it. And once they advertised it, bam, Jay Leno found out that weekend, and we went up there to California, the most shiniest place I've ever been in my life. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many shiny people. I even told Jay, you even shine, Jay, you even shine. I said, look at the people out there, they're all shiny. Man, it was live action, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They said, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I said, that's a good thing. What's wrong with you?
Okay, now what did you think of Jay Leno?
Jay Leno is awesome. He's a character. We had a laugh, we had a blast, and I never will forget that he had this package. It's all decorated like a Christmas package, you know. So he gave me that, and Jay Leno wrote on, gave me a nice watch, and I said, here, I got you something too. I had him some autographs and a movie and a song, and I handed it to him. He said, well, I like the bag. I said, yeah, I got that at Walmart. How you like it?
It shined.
That's the second
That
trip.
was original, he did.
Because you were on there twice, right?
Two times, yes. Went back on December 21st with Hayden Church and Johnny Mathis. Real bunch of nice people. And
Did you sing with Johnny?
I didn't. I can't sing. I was hoping Neil would sing.
You should took the banjo.
Yeah, I didn't take the banjo this time. And,
Yeah, Johnny's a crooner, isn't he?
oh,
He sings
yeah.
good.
Oh, he's good. Yeah,
Yes, he is.
he's a talker, too.
Is he?
Yeah, I talked to all his band. They still same band. You know, they getting in some age here. But they still rocked it.
Still good.
Still good. No messing up there. They had it going on. Yeah.
Right. So you had your shows done in October,
Yep.
and your first episode aired. What, do you remember the date?
November the 6th. November the 6th, 2011. That's our first episode.
And they've been airing on Animal Planet since.
Yep,
Yes,
sure
indeed.
have. I think they're getting ready to cut it off, though, because they thinking that the reruns are too much and nobody wants to see the reruns. But I've been talking to people and they like the reruns.
Well, see, a lot of people who missed them the first time around
Oh, really?
are trying to catch up now.
Trying to catch up now. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you have new fans keep coming on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Really?
We
All the
keep hearing
time.
more and more about it.
Yes,
Woo!
we do.
That's live action.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff.
Well, we were competing against NFL football, and they said that our fan base was our age guys, you know, outdoorsmen. I said, no, it's not. Our fan base are the kids.
Yeah.
So when the kids got to see it, then they
Oh,
found out
it
that
jacked
I
up
was right.
15%
Yes.
each week. It went boom, 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 boom. I said, man, it's beating the Sunday night episodes, the new ones. Of course, they were showing it at a decent hour where the kids could see it. And then, oh, my goodness, they started showing it, I guess, at 5 o'clock, having marathons. And oh, it really boomed up. I mean,
We got somewhat of a promise of a lot better time slot.
Okay.
Because we hope that if filming and everything happens the way it's supposed to, that we'll get to, you know, we'll get to come out with this year's show in the summer at a good time slot. So